Good morning, everybody. Theresa here. It is October 2nd, 2015, Friday morning. Friday. It is almost 11 a.m. Yes, I didn't roll out of bed. I was been awake since about 10, but I didn't roll out of bed till about 10:30. You know, I gotta do my morning love up of the Jasper the cat and Charlie the dog and whatever other dogs are coming up. So it is 73 degrees out right now. No, it's not. I'm like, really? It's not 73 degrees here. That was the wrong place. That was a Panacea, Florida. Yeah, yes, where we wish we were right now. It is 59 degrees here. High will be 80 and a low will be 46. Beautiful fall day. Kind of overcast, but not. Sun is starting to come out. Can't complain. No wind at all. I cannot believe how lucky we've gotten so far because we just do not have the snow yet. Like I said, it'll come any time now. Yes, you hear my dogs out there raising heck about something. Yesterday, I have been so super tired in the daytime, and for the last 3 days, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, I started taking a new sleep aid, not just over the counter, but it really was knocking me for a loop, so I didn't take it last night, and I already feel better, because I mean, I would take a 2-hour nap in the afternoon. Well, I don't get enough done then, you know, so need to knock that off. What else? We went shopping last night, because, you know, it's first of the month, and, you know, we had to go do that, and I was really happy. We spent considerably less already, just getting ready for me to have this surgery and stuff, you know. We bought everything we needed for my preoperative protein diet. I already had the protein powder. I did order some Gen Pro off of Amazon, which seems to be the best price going that I find at 35 something there for the 30 serving container, free shipping, and that's the best price I've seen anywhere. So I did get one of those, and I already have a bunch of other protein powder. I'll get some ready-made protein drinks when we go to Sam's Club too, but I was really happy that we spent less, and that was with all of my chewable vitamins. I got my chewable multivitamin, the calcium, the vitamin D that I take, and the B12. And I did get some chewable vitamin C. Those are the ones I take every day. But Smith's was having buy one, get one free, and I think it was a Nature Made that had it all. So, you know, that ended up costing me $5.50 for a 100 count bottle of each one. So, you know, these are actually not chewables, they're melts, but, you know, they're better than the gummies. So, you know, as I had bought gummies, and then they said, no, we really don't want you to have the gummies, you know, so my husband's going to use those, but I did get the melts. But make sure they were all this similar fruit flavor, so I don't have this weird funky licious thing going on in my mouth, you know. But yeah, we saved 22% overall, and that was with digital coupons, and I had a few coupons. I found a couple really cool things I wanted to show you guys. We were getting, we buy the water enhancers, the liquid water enhancers. Well, they come out with these, and they're probably discontinuing them at the store because they were on sale for $2.50. But they come, these, and they're all natural ingredients. They're sugar-free, of course. This one is coconut water and pineapple. And like I said, it's sugar-free, 0 calories. And this one is strawberry watermelon. And the cutest thing, this is Stir, is it says on the back, made by a husband for his wife and twin. Our brand is about helping others to love water naturally. And it says that on the back. Now the nice thing about these is over on the side, each one of them had a coupon for $1 off if you bought 2. Now these were already on sale for $2.49. So when I bought 2 of them, that marked the price down to $1.99 on each one of them. You get home, and there was a coupon. I'll take this one out. There was a coupon right here, which I already took off to use next time. That if you buy 2, you get 1 free. So you can't beat that. So, because my husband and I both really like these. So that's something that I can have. And then this is a little pricier, but it's a big one. It's a 1.9 fluid ounce. I don't know how big this one is. Oh, it's a 1.28. This is 32 serving, 0 calories, sugar free, Arnold Palmer. So when you do wash this, Wendy, from the neighbors, and I know you're having surgery today, hon, but when you do get a chance to wash this, when you're recovering and stuff, they make this in a sugar free, where they have the meals and stuff. The honored Arnold Palmer. You and I were talking about how much we both love this. So get yourself some of this, girl. You know, when you can tolerate it. I think that was about all that I had picked up that I thought you guys would be interested in seeing. Like I said, we still have to go to Dollar Tree, pick up a few things. I sit down and really think about that. And then we have a real small list there at, well, it just got a lot smaller. There at Sam Club. Basically, all we need to pick up there is just pet food, some protein drink for me, some fresh stuff, bar soap, egg beaters. Might get some more lunch meat if it's on a good sale, and some hamburger. You know, it was kind of more difficult for my husband last night because you know, getting some stuff that just he would like, that he can still have because he's diabetic. But saying, honey, and he's so used to it being us eating the same stuff, and so I'm like, well, do you want this or that? And he's like, well, I don't know, what do you want? And I'm like, no, honey, this is about you, because I won't be, eating that, and I mean, it was just a really big change. 27 years of marriage, we've always, so, yeah, it was a big change. And then, couldn't understand why I was buying some more protein bars, because we have some. And I said, well, yeah, but you don't want to eat the same kind every day. I mean, that's one of my things on my list, So, I bought a couple boxes. One of the things on the list was Nature Valley protein bars. Oh, and then Nature Valley makes their loose granola. They make a protein one now, which we hadn't really ever. And he likes to put granola in his yogurt, for a change and stuff. So getting him to load up more on protein. I'm gonna make him a little emergency kit, I think, for in the Jeep that has some protein powder, that he can mix with water. Sometimes that blood sugar, what happens is he gets so busy at work and he doesn't get to eat on time. Then all of a sudden his blood sugar drops and he's getting in trouble. Well, you can't really keep some stuff, sadly, in his desk at work because people get in there and use it. They don't care. The other day he went in there, they ripped out the water fountain, or the pop machine. They had pop machines, like you would have in a convenience store. They took them out because they're remodeling the whole thing. And so you only have water to drink. Well, so he had taken some of the meal with him. Well, you got any desks to use some? Somebody used it all. You know, so, but anyway, I'm going to make him an emergency kit that has some quick candy in case he's really crashing, some protein drink, you know, in little serving sizes that he can just dump in water and shake, some leave, some Tylenol, you know, like some stomach medicine, you know, just some stuff like that. So if he's really not feeling well and stuff, he can go out in the Jeep. It'll be in the center console. He'll have his emergency stuff. Like I said, the protein powder, I'm going to put a couple of protein bars out there, you know, stuff to help so he'll be okay. And I think that would be a good thing to keep in the vehicle anyway for after I have surgery. If we're out somewhere and we didn't plan on being gone so long, and, you know, stuff, I've watched enough of you guys' videos and stuff to know that you can get into some sad situations where, you know, you don't really have anything around that you need your protein. That's why the Gen Pro is so great. So I'm going to carry some of that in there. What else? I'm going to do that. I do need to today. I need to work in my kitchen. I need to do dishes. I'm going to make my husband some breakfast sandwiches. He likes, and he doesn't really, he won't take the time to do a protein drink. And, you know, he's not a big go-getter first thing in the morning. Neither one of us are. But he will heat up breakfast sandwich. Well, we make our own. And, you know, we use the lean sausage patties that are cooked, in English muffin, a slice of cheese, and then I go ahead and I cook up, you know, like, I'll cook up an 18-pack of eggs, and then I'll cut it, you know, so that it fits on, you know, 12 English muffins, and then I'll put them in individual baggies, and I'll freeze them, and that way he'll get one out, he'll wrap it in a paper towel and nuke it, and then he'll eat that. So I'm going to make those up for him today. This is my last day of officially eating crappy ass food. So I'm going to, I did buy a thing of macaroni and cheese, you know, I think it's like Country Crock or something. I am going to have that for lunch. Really been wanting some of that. And then I'm going to make chicken fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and stuff tonight. Then it's back on eating clean again. I will have one more goodbye, what we call goodbye meal, before I officially start the 2-week high protein preoperative diet. Getting all that out of my system. What else? My friend Mary did order another shawl. And she, that came through last night, and I ordered the yarn for it. And that'll come in probably about a week. Excited about that. And excited to get started on that. Oh, I know I was going to share with you guys real quick. Let me get a drink of coffee before I start. Let's share with you guys my SIDS story. My experience with SIDS. And I think it's important to share stories about things that have happened. Most people looking at me wouldn't realize that I ever had experienced that. But I experienced it on a little bit of a different level. I was 19 years old. I had just had my first child. And my friend contacted me, asked me if I would babysit her friend's little boy. He was 2 weeks older than my daughter. Well, we really, really needed the money desperately. So I said yes. You know, I would watch her child every day. while she went to work. Everything was going fine. I mean, it was really hard. I'm only 19 years old, first-time mother. You know, and yes, I was married and stuff. I got married when I was 18. And I was watching him, and he had just gone in for his 6-week, his first round of booster, of shots. You know, and he was kind of crabby and fussy the next day. And the day that he passed away, he'd come over, you know, he was kind of fussy and stuff, and just wanted to sleep. So I put him in my daughter's crib. We lived in a trailer house. Put him in my daughter's crib to take a nap. Well, she had gone to the bathroom in her diaper, you know, and I was changing her, and she went to the bathroom again while I'm changing it. So I asked my husband at that time to please grab me another diaper. Well, the diapers were in my daughter's bedroom. He went in there and he said, could you come here? And I said, well, I can't. I'm busy right now. And he said, I got a feeling you're going to be a lot busier. And he brought out the baby. And he was blue. And I was watching 2 other kids at that point in time, too. I think they were like 6 and 8 years old. The baby was blue. And I remember just being in shock. And starting to do CPR. And then the phone rang, and I don't know why I answered it, but I did. And it was somebody from where my husband worked wanting to know how her kids were doing. Those were 2 older ones I was watching. And I said, fine. I said, but the baby's not breathing. And at that point in time, there was no 911 established yet. So if you needed to call any law enforcement or help, you had to look up the number. And she said, you need me to call emergency. And I said, yes, please. And I hung up the phone. She called. She must have called them. And I remember waiting for them. It seemed like forever for them to come. And working on this baby. And it was clear that he was gone. Very clear. And I remember, and I'm in shock. And I remember then I handed the baby off to my husband. I couldn't tell you where I guess I must have put my daughter in a bassinet or something. But I could hear the fire trucks and the ambulance, but they stopped at the wrong house. And this was a horrendous snowstorm. Horrendous. And this is just like a week before Thanksgiving. So I went out. I remember going out, and I mean, the snow was up to my knees already, and flagging them down and getting them to come into the right, you know, trailer. And they came in there, and this fireman ran in, sat down with Garrett, and he grabbed the baby, and he started working frantically on the baby. And I was not prepared for a lot of what happened next with turning the baby upside down, and, you know, stuff was coming out, and, you know, all the stuff they do trying to resuscitate, which I had never seen. And I'm just in shock. And one of the sheriffs yelled at me to grab those kids and get them out of there, because both of those kids are sitting there watching. And I mean, I'm in shock enough. And I had my daughter in my arms. So I grabbed a hold of them and took them in the back bedroom, was waiting back there with them. The mother showed up. And she hugged me and was crying, of course. She and her family never ever even accused me. They knew I wouldn't have done anything to, take a life. But so she, all of a sudden it went quiet, and I went out there, and everybody was gone except for a sheriff and a deputy. I mean, my husband left with the mother. I mean, everybody left. And sheriff asked me if there was anybody I wanted to call. In the meantime, the mother of the 2 kids showed up. And we'd call my grandmother. And I asked if the baby was going to make it, and the deputy started to kind of tell me, well, yeah, there might be a chance, and the sheriff looked at me and he goes, no, there's no way. So they had to go. They had a call. They said it was storming really bad. My grandmother had my grandfather get off work. Like I said, they owned a boat alley, and they came with my aunt and my uncle out to the trailer to be with me, and there was nothing they could do at the hospital. And the sad thing is my friend, losing her little boy like that. The father of the child, they were not together. The father of the child said to her at the hospital, the joy and elation you felt when he was born? And she said, yeah. He goes, that's what I feel right now, that he died. Wow. So, I saw her a few times after that. We even went to a SIDS coping group together. Which helped. I needed it. I was very traumatized. I wouldn't let my daughter out of my sight, and I mean, I would wake her up to hear her cry and stuff. I mean, I would make her lay right next to her. I was so petrified when she was asleep she was going to stop breathing. I'm still very nervous around newborns because of this. I had a really hard time being able to put my daughter back in that crib. I had no choice, but yeah, it's a real thing. It's a sudden thing. It's shocking. It's just shocking. It took me a long time to cope with it. I don't believe that my friend, she ended up moving to California, and last I heard, and this was 10 years ago, that she's never had any more children or anything. So, but that's my SIDS story. I still think about him. Like I said, his name was real close to my daughter's name. He was only 2 weeks older than her. I still think about him all the time. Basically, like her birthday will be pretty soon, so I always think about what he would be like, what he would have grown up to be like and stuff. So, anyway, I just thought I would share that for anybody that's coping with a death like that. It does get better in time. It's a very, very sad thing, but, hopefully someday they'll find out why it happened. But anyway, I think you all are awesome, but I need to go out there and get my dog in, who's raising Cain. And thank you for your support and your lovely comment. And please like and subscribe. And remember that I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.